Hey there, David Chinelli here. Here are my top 5 buying tips. Tip number 1, know your money. You need to know how much money you actually have access to, whether it's in a TFSA or it's an RSP, maybe you've just been saving some money in your bank account or a line of credit. It's always good to know how much money you have access to and how much time you might need to take some of that money out of those accounts. Tip number 2, get pre-approved. It's always a good idea to sit down with either a mortgage broker or a mortgage specialist and sit down and figure out exactly what's the range in which you are looking at to purchase a home. This will lead to a lot less frustration on your end. We're looking for the ideal property which you can afford. Step 3, know all the costs associated with a purchase. This is a big one. You want to know what all the costs are. There's land transfer tax, how much a lawyer costs, and what is due on closing and what you can add on top of your mortgage. Again, this will lead to a lot of less frustration when it comes to closing time, so you won't have any hidden surprises. Tip number 4, use conditions in your offer. There are 3 major conditions we put into an offer. The first one is a financing condition, which is there to make sure you can get a mortgage for the home in which you've purchased. The second one is a home inspection. You want to inspect the property in which you're purchasing, make sure it's in good standing. And the third one is for condo corporations. It's called a status certificate, and it looks at the healthiness of the condo corporation and makes sure it's up to speed with all of its payments, as well as the unit holders up to speed with all of its payments. Those are there to protect the purchaser. If you're not satisfied with all of those conditions, you can actually back away from the deal and get the money back for your deposit. Tip number 5, know your must-haves. Believe it or not, there's not a perfect home for everyone. There's sometimes you might have to modify the home to make it more your own and personalize it. So it's a good idea to put together a must-have list. When looking at these homes, we can help determine if it's worth modifying it or leave it alone. Well, there you have it, my top 5 tips for purchasing a home. When we sit down, I can further discuss all of these tips in a little more in depth, but I wanted to give you a quick overview of some of the topics we discuss when meeting. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon.